Hey, my name is Mark Borja, and I was diagnosed with testicular cancer. It was scary because it was literally the week before Halloween, and I was getting ready to go film the concert that we go film at for Kiss 95.1, and it's called Gravedigger's Ball, and was like the best experience that I could only imagine. But then, of course, something huge and unexpected comes in the way and puts me literally through surgery on that Friday before Halloween, where it was like one of the biggest upsets in my entire life, honestly. And after going through so much like that, is definitely one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through in my entire life.
If you're just now tuning in, that is the videographer. It's Mark Borja. I said, Mark, you've got to tell your story. And Mark works for Beasley Media Group. And, you know, we hear stories from our colleagues all the time, and we want to help, and we want to do something, and we want to donate. But here you are. We're here. We're all here to help you.
Yes, I really appreciate that. Thank you for having me here, too.
So I see you on social media, Instagram, and you have this poster in front of you.
Yeah.
Save a nut.
Yeah. It has the canvas. Yeah, that's because that's an example of what you would be painting at the event called Paint Your Balls Out. Yeah.
I like how much fun you put behind this. Are you with a team? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us all about it.
So yeah, I'm partnered with Sean Cosner of Third Rock Events. He does a lot of events and festivals in the South End area, from like the South End Hops Festival, the South End Wine Festival, a huge variety of that. And he's been a close client of mine because I do a lot of videos for him too, like outside of Beasley and stuff like that. And like and even before that, like he was one of the first people that reached out to me for an internship, and I've been working with him like ever since then. So. And
it's Testicular Cancer Foundation who will actually benefit from your nut. Yes. Save a nut.
Yes, for Save a Nut, all the funds will be to donate to the Testicular Cancer Foundation.
What can you tell us about testicular cancer?
It's actually the most common cancer in males 15 to 34. That's one of the statistics that I had read up on, just even like talking to Connor O'Leary of the Testicular Cancer Foundation, and he's in full support, and and he wants to help raise awareness as much as we can, especially in Charlotte, because there's actually no one in Charlotte doing what I'm doing here.
Wow. Yeah. So women, we can attest to this breast cancer exam. Yeah. What about guys?
Guys, all you have to do is just check down there. It's like, it just takes 2 rolls, just like even in the shower, or I did a video like talking about when like the best times to go check, and even like when you're in the bathroom, or like. Is
it best to check when you have to use the restroom, like really bad? Does it flare up then? You could.
Yeah, it's like you can just check. All you have to do is like check for lumps or anything like that. Anything that feels harder than what it usually would. Right. Yeah, any like lumps or masks, like those are definitely the biggest like signs for testicular cancer. So.
Did you feel any particular way?
Yeah.
You did?
I did, yeah. It's like after work one day, like after work here, like I felt like an uncomfortableness, like a sharp pain in my left testicle. And I was like, it didn't feel right. So I was like, I checked in, like, yeah, this is definitely actually larger than what it would normally be. And like, I was freaking out because I wasn't sure how to treat it or even think about it. And I didn't, of course, when you're young, you like to think that there's nothing wrong that can happen to you. But of course, something like that comes out of nowhere.
How old were you when you got diagnosed?
This last year, so.
2017.
Yeah, 2017. So I'm still that same age, 23 right now.
Got it.
It's crazy, and like I still can't believe it. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got the support of your family.
Yes. Yeah. It's 100% support. My dad's a pediatrician, so of course, like when I had to deal with this, I went and checked up with him. Like, hey, Dad, can you take a look at this? And like he started, it's like, oh yeah, we definitely need to check this out. So we tried going to Charlotte Hospital here, but it took like a 2-hour wait. So we were like, no, we'll just go to the hospital that my dad works at in Statesville, the Davis Hospital down there. And it was right away. We got an MRI. They said there definitely is 2 masses in there that are signs for cancer. So we should do a biopsy and or even worse, a radical orchiectomy to see what we can do about it. And radical orchiectomy is literally cutting out the left one because of, after doing a biopsy on that Friday, they saw that, oh yeah, this is definitely cancer. So, yeah.
Do most folks get in that fast? You were really proactive.
Yeah.
Well, your dad's
of course,
medical.
Yeah. My dad's medical, so it definitely helps. And like, of course, my parents, they want to make sure that I get the best care as possible. And it's thankfully we worked it that fast, did that surgery, and then I think I came back to work, I think a couple of days after that weekend. Yeah.
So for men, I know women, we look for support groups all over the place. For men, is that the case?
The biggest thing the reason why I do this now is because actually even talking to other people and explaining to what happened, like I felt almost lesser in a way in the first place when I dealt with it, and thinking that way is like, I don't want to think negative like that. I want to be I want to like be positive about this. And yeah, I went through this, even though it's a bad thing, it helps me get stronger. And I have talked to other guys who have been through the same thing. A lot of them are more or less like not as open to talk about it. I feel like we should talk about it and help raise awareness and help other guys not go through the same thing, because it really is devastating. It affects not just your physical, but like even your mental state. Like those are your cojones right there. Those are like your everything right there. And it's a manhood for a guy. Like losing a part of that is huge, and being able to overcome that is the only way we have to, and rather than like have it become like a weakness to us.
I'm so glad you're so brave.
Yeah, I'm trying what I can. I'm doing what I can. So
yeah, and you being a videographer, I mean, it just makes sense that you document this.
Yeah, and I've been doing that. It's like just even when I go to my visits, because like every 3 to 4 months, I have to go to the Levine's hospital here in Charlotte to go get checkups, and even every 4 months I have to still do a CAT scan to make sure that everything's all good. So
how long will you have to do that?
Yeah, so once you're diagnosed and you do go through the things to remove it, all it is monitoring, or you do have the choices of going through radio treatment or chemo. But if it's where the point where like my situation where all you have to do is just remove it, you just have to monitor it. So every 3 to 4 months, I just go back up there and check up. And yeah, so it's in the first 2 years, it's at its highest where it could come back and could go to the next one, to the other testicle. But if no signs are there, the chances of that get less and less as the time goes on. And 85% chance that I'm good, 15% chance it could come back within the next 2 years. So
do you eat different now?
Yeah.
Okay.
No more microwave food. Yeah, I feel like that might have been part of it, but no microwave food. I try to a bunch of more healthier habits. Just be healthier. That's why I ate yogurt and granola this morning. So things like that. So
wow, I got rid of my microwave. I'm proud.
Yeah,
I'm proud.
Yeah, there might have been a bunch of other things. So.
There's so many elements out here.
Yeah, you never know.
We're moving so fast. We have to work. You have to work another job. Then you have kids. It's hard to.
You never know.
Yeah, you just want convenience, and you think it's good for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you're just now tuning in, we're talking about testicular cancer. We have our fabulous one here. Our Beasley Media Group co-worker, it's Mark Borja. Now, Mark is a videographer here, so he documents things, and I'm glad that you were able to document and tell the story of, we got to save a nut.
Mm-hmm. We have to save the nut. We have to save all the nuts. So. Yeah, all the nuts. Yes.
We have to save all the nuts in the world.
Exactly. Yeah.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
Yeah.
We don't talk about the nuts much.
No, we don't, and that's the biggest issue here. Is like I feel like that if we can change that dialogue, if we can change it, because like. They say save a breast or things like that, save the boobies or stuff like that. Like if we do something like save a nut, it's the same thing. No, we have to protect the cojones.
Now I've got my tatas painted. Are you willing to get your
my ball painted? People keep asking me about that for the events. Like, are we gonna paint down there? Or like, oh no, you paint, you make balls look beautiful. That's the whole goal. It's like you put it on a canvas, and
because really they're not beautiful.
they're not. They're really not. But if we're able to,
the eye, it's like, oh, I really like those.
I know, right? If we're able to bring it back to the Roman ages, the Renaissance age where they had the naked statues and everything like that, I think that'd be just what we need. So.
Interesting. We are doing it now. Where do we need to be, and when do we need to be?
Yes. So our first event is on August 18th at Lenny Boy Brewing right here in South End Charlotte, and all you have to do is come there, purchase a ticket. The ticket includes free beer and free wine and food for the night, and you get a canvas that's also distributed from what's it called? Studio Cellar in South End Charlotte too, and they're providing all the materials so you can paint on an awesome canvas.
How much money?
It's $35 for a ticket. So
got it.
Yes.
Sounds like a lot of fun for $35.
Oh yeah.
Because normally you just get $35 and you.
Yeah, it's like
do one thing or another.
Exactly. I'm excited.
Some beautiful balls.
Yes, let's make balls look beautiful.
Mark Borja, what handle can we go to find out more information?
On Facebook, all you got to look up is Save a Nut Mark Borja. That's Facebook.com/Save a Nut Mark Borja. And then on Instagram, look up Save a Nut.
Save a Nut. And Borja is spelled Borja.
Yes.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah.
Save a nut.
Yeah, save a nut.